Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'm going to be doing your wealth, prosperity, finance, abundance reading for the month of October 2019. Now, if this is your first time catching one of my readings, I want to say thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. And I want to invite you to subscribe. I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. So, Cancer, for your reading this month, I'm going to be using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I'm also going to clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will end your reading with a card from the Halloween Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, for those of you that do not know, I do read jumper cards because I believe those are the cards that want to communicate a specific message with us. You will see that as I shuffle, sometimes, cards will literally jump out of the deck, or sometimes cards will fall out or they will flip over. And so those are the cards that I read. Those are the cards that I was going to say those are the cards I choose, but I don't literally choose them. They choose us. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Oops. See, cards are already starting to fly out. All right, what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019. What do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? Interesting, Cancer. Interesting. I want to make sure nothing is cut off. All right, Cancer. October is going to be, it's going to be a period of elimination for you. And I also want to say a period of enlightenment. Now, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles upright, Moon reverse, Eight of Cups upright, Knight of Swords upright, and then we have the Ten of Cups. Beautiful card. But look at this. You have the Knight, and the Knight. Now things are going to move quickly, and then they're going to move steadily, and then they're going to move probably quickly again, because the Knights are all about energy and activity. But I also see that you're going to be coming into some information that is literally transforming. It transforms your life in a way that it allows you to see things from a whole different perspective. Now, this is going to be a very good lesson in your financial journey, because you really start to see, you see situations, opportunities, people, circumstances in a way that benefits you, and it allows you to kind of profit off of that. So whether it be some ideas, whether it be some lateral moves as far as, shifting your work around or making changes in your business, I do see lots of activity happening, and I do see some periods of enlightenment that really totally change your perspective and change your perception of how things are and how your money is flowing in different areas of your life. Now we have this Knight of Cups here. This is in the reverse. So this tells me that your emotions are really, really, you could be overly emotional as we move into that first week of October, Cancer, or it could be that you just move out of a phase of emotional stability as we move into that first week of October. But then again, things start picking up again, as a matter of fact, very quickly as it relates to your money. And again, this is where I talk about that information that literally changes your perception perspective of how you see things and how the circumstances are kind of falling into place for you as it relates to your money. Now we have this Eight of Cups here, and this is all about really making the decision to either let something go or walk away. And that's where I feel that, again, that enlightenment comes in, because you are ready to let things go. The Knight of Swords also helps you cut away the unnecessary. So you kind of go through this transformative process in that first week of October, and it really pays off in a big way. This Ten of Cups is a beautiful positive card. This tells me that things, once you kind of go through this this period of cutting away, making decisions, and seeing things from a different perspective, it really, really pays off for you financially in a big way. Now, I'm feeling like you're going to get some really good news too in that first week of October as it relates to your money. Something you've been waiting for, something you've been hoping for. I'm not saying the thing actually comes in, but you start seeing signs, or you start getting confirmation that it's on the way. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019? All right, what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? All right, so Cancer, yes, things definitely start moving and shifting for you. And you actually start seeing some payoff, from things that you've kind of set up in the past. You have this Ace of Rods here, and this tells me that this is related to this here. You start seeing signs that what you want is coming directly to you. And here things start building, things start taking root, things start, the word prospering is coming to my mind. Things start growing, things definitely start progressing in the right way. This is happening probably in that second week of October. Now we have the Seven of Wands here, and this tells me that you're going to have to do some things solo. Okay, you can't take everybody with you. Everybody is not for you. Everybody is not on your side, and they are not wishing for your highest good. And you're okay with that. However, you weren't planning on that. But you do need to know that this is going to be probably a solo journey for you. You're going to have to really take care of yourself and take care of your own, quote, business, because there's people out there who just they either don't care or they feel threatened by you. Okay, so you're going to have to really kind of defend your work, and you're going to have to justify the actions you're taking, but not to anyone else, only to yourself. We have the Nine of Swords here. Now, the Nine of Swords in the upright position is all about it's about mental limitations, okay? It's about those limiting beliefs where you think that you are stuck, or you think that you can't do something. However, I want you to be really aware that that is only how you are seeing the situation. And because this fell on that Moon card, I'm feeling like this is something you've been working on for a while, Cancer. You've really been trying to work on limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, and really trying to kind of change your mindset in a lot of different ways. So just know that as you are going through this solo journey of really developing your business skills, maybe developing more skills in work, and really doing the inner work to make yourself much more valuable and much more profitable, you are going to have some limiting beliefs that pop up that could hold you back, but you're working on them and you're going to work through it. Now we have the Judgment card here in the reverse, and then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Judgment card is all about big decisions, right? So when it's in the reverse, this could be a decision that's put on hold, or it could be a decision that may not necessarily work out in your favor. If you're waiting to hear back about something, just know that that the decision process could take longer than what you had anticipated, or it may not be the decision that you want, but it's going to be okay. You know, remember, everything happens for you and not to you. We also have the Four of Pentacles here. This tells me that even though decisions are not necessarily being made in the way that you would have done them or in the way that you prefer, you're able to kind of relax though, as it relates to your money. You don't have to be such a tightwad, and you don't have to be so scrupulous with your spending. Now, if that's something that you've been trying to kind of conserve, the word conserve your money, conserve your resources comes to mind, you can relax a little bit as it relates to that. You know, this decision actually might be the catalyst for that, because you know, you've been feeling like you can't spend, you know, you can't go out, you can't enjoy yourself. And I'm telling you that that period is coming to an end. You are going to be able to enjoy some of your money, enjoy some of the fruits of your labor, and you are going to see that you're not so boxed in as you think you are. But again, you're going to have to see how this relates in the context of your personal circumstances. So, and because this fell on that Ten of Cups, this is telling me that yes, you are going to be able to relax a little bit on your spending. You're going to have, you know, more options. You're going to have a little bit more money to have some fun with. But let's go ahead and clarify. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October 2019? Okay. All right, I think I need one more card for Cancer, please. Oh, these are quite a few. All right, I'll take it. I will take it. All right, this is interesting, Cancer, because, you know, let's kind of move everybody down. Because we have the Moon card again, and we had the Moon card up here in the reverse. All right, Two of Swords upright, Strength upright, Devil upright, Seven of Swords in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and then the Moon card upright. Now, the Two of Swords tells me that you're still kind of, you're trying to make a decision, but you're feeling like you don't have everything you need in order to do so. Okay, we have the the Strength card upright. And this is also about, it could be Leo energy, or it could be just that inner strength, that inner knowing, and that inner confirmation of you kind of deciding to move forward, but not necessarily in a physical way, but it's moving forward in a mentally strong and powerful way. Now, we also have the Devil card. Now, the Devil card is all about bondage, right? So there is something that you are attached to that could be holding you back. It also could be that there is something that is attached to you, okay? It could be spiritually, mentally, physically even. So you're really going to have to tap into that inner strength and figure out what it is that's holding you back. I'm feeling like this is limiting beliefs still, because it fell on this Nine of Swords here. So there's some deep beliefs about who you are and what you can do. And you really need to work through that, because I have a feeling that this is something that has been holding you back for a long time, Cancer. Now, we also have the Seven of Swords in reverse, This tells me that something has been taken away. However, it's not necessarily being replenished, but whatever it is has stopped. And I'm hoping that makes sense. Depending on what your situation is, something is no longer being withdrawn from you. Now, it could be money. It could be resources of some sort. I'm just feeling like whatever it is, it has stopped. And I hope that's making sense, because I'm just feeling like whatever it was that was, constantly being removed, it is no longer something that's draining you, which is very good. We also have the Seven of Pentacles here. This tells me that work is slowing down. And that may be a good thing right now, because you have it's almost like the slowdown before things get busy again. It also could mean too that you just are feeling like you don't have a lot of choices as it relates to work, money, business. So this is going on roughly in that third week of October. So the third week of October is going to be very interesting. We also have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse. This is something that doesn't necessarily start on schedule. There's going to be some delays and probably going to be some hiccups in the process here. So whatever you have that you're working on, maybe a project, maybe a new job, maybe a new phase or something as it relates to your business, just know that things are either going to slow down or they're just not going to happen on schedule as they should. Now we have the Moon card again. Like I said, we saw the Moon card earlier in the month. And I'm seeing here that there's still some more information that's not necessarily being presented to you in the way that is useful. So we're going to find out more about that. But there is some information here that you don't know. Something's going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. However, I think this is going to be revealed as October progresses. But you know what? We'll clarify that and see. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of October? Is there a card flipped over? Yes. For the month of October 2019, what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? Okay. All right, Cancer. So we have the Fool here in reverse. We also have the Seven of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, the Tower card, Eight of Pentacles upright, and the Knight of Pentacles upright. All right, so the Fool card, when I see him in reverse, this tells me there's a lack of faith and a lack of trusting. Cancer, I'm feeling like, because here you're feeling kind of stuck making that decision, and also the Ace of Wands here and the Knight of Cups, you're not totally trusting yourself. And I find that interesting because this fell onto that Inner Strength card that we talked about earlier. And so you really are going to have to step out on faith, trust the process, and trust yourself. And I know that's not easy, especially when you don't feel like you have all the information you need, or you don't feel as stable and as grounded as you need to feel in order to be productive and to move forward. Now I see the Seven of Wands here also in reverse. And this is about feeling like you have to defend yourself, feeling like you have to really justify and prove yourself to either yourself or to others. And so what I'm feeling like here is that you're just not totally secure in the direction that you're going with your business and your money. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm feeling like this is kind of a growing phase where you're learning and you're applying things that you learn, and you're also taking in information and trying to see how it applies to your life and to your money situation. Now we have the Ace of Cups here in reverse, the Tower upright, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles upright and the Knight of Pentacles upright. Now this Ace of Cups tells me that you're having a lot of emotions that are filtering in, and it's affecting your ability to really see things clearly and to really see things in a way that is not clouded by emotions. I think here your emotions could be getting the best of you, because I'm seeing it right next to the Tower card. But remember, the Tower card is all about, it's about enlightenment. It's also about a breaking down of everything so you can kind of start anew. And I do see that emotions kind of take over, and it almost forces you to kind of reevaluate the situation, and almost forces you to say, hey, okay, maybe I am going to have an emotional breakdown as it relates to this, but at the same time, you could also be having an emotional breakthrough. You could be releasing some things. You could be shedding some old thoughts, some old layers of pain and healing that you really need to work through that have been affecting you for so long. I do see this as a period of transition and a period of transformation, because there's certain things that you need to really get clear on, so that way you can kind of release that money flow. And I do see that happening with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, the Knight is all about movement. The Knights are all about activity. Now, this is the workflow. The workflow slows down and the workflow picks up again towards the end of October. And I do see that kind of after you kind of make these breakthroughs and you do some of that inner work, money flows, opportunities flow, work flows. And you really start seeing some things come in, and you really start having more opportunities to build and to prosper that were always there, but because you had some things that you were working on internally, now those things are no longer, quote, hidden from you, as we have here with the Moon. Those things actually become much more part of your awareness. And because you're going through a healing phase towards the end of October, I do feel that it frees up some money energy for you. However, you're going to have to grow through it. But I find this very interesting, Cancer, because your reading it seems like it's more about the inner work and the inner challenges that you're going through that could have been holding back your finances, limiting beliefs, emotions. Very, very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and close out your reading, Cancer, with a Halloween Oracle card. Overall, Cancer, I do see October being a very strong healing month for you. Okay, so this is, the Jack-o'-lantern card. This is all about protection. Interesting. Because this talks about protection, I'm wondering if this relates to spiritual and emotional protection, because I feel like that's kind of the underlying current of your reading for October. And when you feel protected, Cancer, I feel like that's kind of what you need in order to step out in faith, as we talked about here, and to move forward without feeling like you're being hindered in any way. So let me know your thoughts, Cancer. Let me know what you think as it relates to protection as the energy as it relates to your reading for October. I'm curious to know your thoughts. All right, Cancer, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. Private readings are available if you are interested in that. The link is in the description. All right, Cancer, thank you so much again for choosing to spend this time with me. I'll see you again soon.